What we'll do now is we'll move to St Joseph's Parramatta Park, which is one of our most active PNFs, a strong school board, and a group of teachers already applying technology to partner with parents in education. I'd like to welcome to the stage the school's principal, Gavin Rick, and teacher, Kerry Yelovich. Yep, thank you.
Thank you so much. Kerry and I, as you know, are from St Joseph's Parramatta Park, and it's such a significant time for us in history because we turn 90 this year, and at the same time, we're demolishing 80% of our school and rebuilding. So it's been an interesting journey that we've been on, and I'm having questions around how we're engaging parents in that discussion around how education's changing and the role of parent is changing in that. And I was thinking that we are celebrating on our 90th weekend a night to honour the parents volunteers over the 90 years in our school through holding a bingo and fun games night. And while it's not a sausage sizzle, it's certainly a way to get parents together and honour those that over the years did the working bees and the sausage sizzles and all the work and all the work that went into physically building the school. So that's going to be a pivotal thing that we do on our 90th. So it's very exciting for us. Before I hand you over to Kerry, just want to ask the question. Have you ever got in the car or got home and asked your child what they did and at school today and they've gone, nothing? Have you ever had that happen to you? And then there's nowhere to go with that, is there? Nowhere to go. Don't remember, didn't do anything. Did you do maths? That's right. That's right. And so we know now that digital platforms are enabling learning like never before. And one of the ways that St Joseph's and Kerry is going to illustrate for you is how digital platforms are enabling parents to engage in the learning in real time on a daily basis. So that when you do ask, how was your day and what did you do? It might be the wrong question. It might be, I saw this today, tell me more about it. So without any further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Kerry, who's going to explain how she, as a Year 1 teacher, engages parents in learning through Seesaw.
Well, thank you, Debbie. I've loved your talk already this morning because when you said put your hand up if you learned about parent engagement at uni, well, I didn't because I didn't go to uni. I went to a teachers' college. That's how far back I go, and I learnt to write on a slate. But at teachers' college, we had an amazing early childhood lecturer, and I had to fill in a thing to get onto that group that was in the early childhood one. And she taught us that the most important thing that you do as a prep teacher is to welcome those parents into the school. You're not only making a child feel welcome at school, but you're setting that child up for learning for the rest of their life, and you're also setting that parent up to help them learn through the rest of their life. So I actually did learn about parent engagement. Only we call it parent involvement, but I've learned what a big difference it is. Because when my son went to grade 1 and they said, oh, you're going to help in the school? Yes, I'll do anything, but don't put me in the tuck shop. I'm no good at that. So, you know, we know our skills. But Jacinta Browning, most of you would know Jacinta. She's a wonderful guru for our technology and was on our staff, luckily. She came to me one day and said, Kerry, I've got just the app for you. It's called Seesaw. And I had never heard of Seesaw. I was the first at St Joseph's to get an iPad, the oldest, nearly the oldest, but I got an iPad. And so she showed me this app in 1 hour. And from 1 hour, I took it home and I played with it. I added my class, and then off I went. I added a photo and somebody responded. I gave them a note with a scanning code, and I can show you that if you're not familiar with it during lunch break. It has a scanning code. The parents get the letter at the initial parent night. They go home, they download the parent app, they get the Seesaw scanner, they scan it, it's built in, and then from then on, they're a member of our class. Our children post their work, our school officers post work, the teachers post work. We approve what the children put on, so we have the chance of listening to their speeches to make sure, or not speeches, but they record their voices, so it's great for our oral language. But I can cut out the ones and not approve the little kids that are talking in the background, that their conversation might not be what the other parent wants to hear. We have complete control over that. What the parents see and hear is just amazing. But, you know, I have a son who has a daughter who lives in Brisbane. he is on a tuna boat up here out of Cairns, so he sees her as much as he can. They're not together, he and the mum. But as a parent, he gets on the phone to her. He's probably just contacted her at a time when she's outside playing and doesn't really want to come inside and talk on the phone. So he says to me, oh, it's so hard to have conversations with her. You know, I try and ask this and I try and ask that. But if he could say, like in my seesaw this week, oh, gee, I saw that you were learning about money today and you had to earn your money and then go shopping. Well, how much money did you get? What did you buy? If he saw that, oh, this week we had the wonders of living. Oh, my gosh, did you see a baby getting born? What was that like? No, it wasn't yucky. I remember when you were born, you know, and he can have those rich conversations with her. I, as a grandparent who live in Cairns and I'm a teacher, I could have those rich conversations with her as well, and I can also extend her learning. When she comes up and stays with us, I could say to her, gee, I see that you were having trouble with this concept, because parents are the best teachers. Parents know their child, and they might be struggling with some concept that I've put up, because yes, I shared in my rotations this week, I have 6 people that run our rotations. I know I'm talking 1,000 miles an hour, but I have parents that come in and they say to me, gosh, I didn't realise how you could teach that concept by playing that game. If I post that on my seesaw, these are our 6 rotations today, thank you to these people who helped me, but the parents come and say, how did you play that game? Oh, okay, 2 bundles of 10 and then they have to roll the dice, and I can explain it, but it also gives them, when they get in the car and you say, what did you do in maths today? You can actually say, wow, I saw that you were playing shape bingo with Mr. Brimstone today. What did that look like? How did he do? Who won? Those rich conversations are there. So I'm sure my 5 minutes are up. Oh, the last one is behaviour modification. You know, like the parents want to be there. I know they want to be there. I've been a teacher and a working parent. So I have a little boy at the moment that he'll come to me with his iPad before he goes home and says, quick. And I say, what? He goes, you need to take a photo. Because we've been talking with his parents, and rather than have them come in and go through everything, you know, if the goal is, if he's like this, we say, and this is what we've decided to work on for tomorrow, so that the parents know what we're aiming for. A child who's written something inappropriate on the poster, I take a photo of him with it and I say, wow, you've mixed your B's and your D's. And he goes, he knows it's an inappropriate sentence he's just written on his notice board. I'm pointing out the B's and D's, so I'm not embarrassing him, but he knows, no, don't post that on my seesaw. Mum doesn't know about it, I know about it, he knows about it. It never happens again. Those things are, it's not that I'm threatening him, but it's just a great way to show parents and to show the children what they're learning and how they can deal with it. And I just think parent engagement is the most important thing in the world. So thank you.